Hello teachers! Welcome to my vlog again. This is Teacher Nika. So in this vlog, we're going to talk about common interview questions with tips. And these are applicable for your companies that you're applying or planning rather to apply in the future. So remember that these questions are applicable for those who wants to be an ESL teacher online. Okay? So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, let's start with number one question. Of course, when you have interview, the first question that they will ask is, do you have any experience? Okay, so when we say, do you have any experience? Most of your answer will be on your background. What was your experience with regards to teaching? We could say online or actual teaching, like in a classroom or brick and mortar type of class, okay, compared to online. Those are still considered experience. So if you're asked, do you have experience, as much as possible, answer it with great experiences. Well, on the other hand, for those who don't have experience, it's okay. Don't worry, there are other questions that they will ask you. So for beginners, it's okay to don't have experience if the company you're applying doesn't require. But it's actually always common and very usual question from the other, let's say, ESL company to ask you about your experience. Now, let's have the second question. Why did you choose this company? Okay, this question, I encountered this when I was applying in Akadsoc. So they first asked me on why or what are my experience, since I don't have yet during that time. I said no, but I teach privately with some of my neighbors, so I already have a little bit of an experience. And with regards to why did you choose this company, I told them phrases. Okay, if you're trying to apply in an ESL company, as much as possible when you're asked with this question, try to phrase the company. Search for a background information about the company you're trying to apply and make sure that it is correct and reliable source. So sometimes they will ask you about the company background with regards to that question. Okay, so they will find out if you have an idea to their company. Next, third question, why do you want to teach? Of course, you're an ESL teacher. They will ask you, why do you like to teach? And common answer will be, because it's my passion. It's okay to say that statement, but if you say, because it's my passion, make sure to support it with a colorful or attractive or even interesting answer. Okay, not just end with a passion. Dig deep. Tell them your reasons, more of a reason, example where you feel like teaching really is your passion. And the next question will be, what makes you special? Of course, they will know, why do you think that they should hire you? That's the same question, okay? Why, what makes you special, or why should we hire you, means actually similar when in terms to asking. So if you're asked about this, try to phrase yourself this time. So earlier you phrased the company, now you need to phrase yourself. Like, for example, telling how energetic you are when you're teaching. Tell them how kind you are, or how long was your temper in terms of handling naughty students. So that's a good one. So remember to phrase yourself when you're asked with this question. And they will ask you, compared to other applicants, why do you say that you have a longer patience? You could say, with regards to my experience, or with regards to what I know in terms of handling such naughty students, like that. Okay, next question. What can you assure once the company hire you? Okay, this question, they are making sure of what are your goals in the future once you are already hired. So make sure that you will tell the company that you are reliable with in terms to their future goals. Like you have a goal to, for example, to help them increase booking. That's a good one, because of course the company also needs a lot of students. So if they have good students like you, they will have a lot of students also. So that's an edge. Okay, telling them that if you work in their company, you can give your best, etc. That will be good towards the company. As much as possible, make sure that you're prepared with this question. Okay, next question. If the student is not listening, what will you do? Now, this question is a question where you need to apply skills. Okay, so you don't need to explain it through words, like saying, I will just tell the student to listen. Not that one. Okay, make sure that you will give an actual example. Like, if the student is not listening, I will make sure to attract the student using props like puppets, cards, etc. So that those are helpful. Okay, once you answer that to the person who's asking you question or your interviewer, so they will have interest, like, oh, this teacher really have background with in terms to teaching. Okay, so remember that one. Next, describe yourself in one word and why. So it's quite relatable with the previous question, which is number 4. So in terms of this, you need to have one word. Okay, make sure as much as possible that one word is powerful enough to make you attractive towards the interviewer. Like, for example, when I was applying, I told them that I am flexible. Okay, so when I said flexible, the interviewer rather asked me, why did you say so that you're flexible, or why flexible? I told her that I am flexible because I can adjust to the student's behavior, like that. So as much as possible, make yourself like pleasant. Okay, like you're a very good teacher towards the student or to the company. Make sure that you have those qualities and describe it in whole one word. Okay, next. Okay, the next question will be, which do you prefer to teach? Like kids or adult, and why? So that's a common question also. They will ask you, what's your idea of a student? Is it a kid or an adult? So of course, other teachers will say kids because they're very funny, they're challenging, and some will say adult because they have a lot of questions and they are professional when you speak with, like that, when you speak with rather. So that's also a good one, a good answer. So try to prepare on that question. Next one, what's your strength and weaknesses? Okay, of course that's very common also. So when you're asked about your strength and weakness, as much as possible, make your strength powerful. Okay, and when you say weakness, let's say that's your very weakest part of as a teacher. Like, for example, I have weakness like let me think. Like, for example, I am too emotional, like that. So make sure that is the weakest of among your weakness, that's the weakest. Okay, so I'm too emotional, and then they will ask you supporting question, like, or a follow-up question like, Why do you say so that you're too emotional, and how will you handle this problem with regards to teaching? So make it as much as possible justifiable when you answer the question, okay? Because sometimes they will also refer on that answer. Next, of course, the number 10, which is salary expectation. So when we say salary expectation, as much as possible, be realistic, okay? Don't be too humble. Tell them what you really expect to earn, okay? Because that's also a good one. They will tell you, oh, maybe you will achieve that if you work hard, and maybe in the first few weeks you will not have that such salary that you're trying to reach, and so on. So as much as possible, tell them why you want that salary, okay? Because it boosts also the reason of why you are high, or why you are applying to their company, okay? So far, those are some few tips of questions that I have, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to get notified of my future and previous videos, okay? So without further ado, we will end this vlog, and we will see you in my part 2, okay? Thank you very much, teachers. Have a good night. Bye.